Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Like they usually say, when you become a mom, that's when you'll end up appreciating the mothers more. Like during the period of pregnancy and like being with my baby is 5-month-old boy. His name is Howie. Like during that 5 months, I've experienced a lot. Like there've been a lot of things have changed in my life. I've sacrificed a lot of things in my life, and this has made me appreciate my mother more, because I usually wonder, like, how did she do this like 5 times? Like this is just an entire job. So today we celebrate you guys. We celebrate you for the good work you've done. We celebrate you for bringing us up. Like, kudos. So today I want to create a video because the last video I created was my baby was like a few weeks old, and I've never created any other vlog, and I just like to tell you like update about how life is with a new baby, being a new mom. So let's get into the video. So if you're new here, my name is Loise Oduor, and on this channel I talk about nursing and I do vlogs and story time about my life. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that you consider clicking on that subscribe button. So the way I usually do in this channel, I usually give them in point form, because I find it easier for me to talk about things when they're in point form. So I'll be talking about things that I've sacrificed, things that I've gone through in my life. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is when it comes to my body, because this is something that most women usually like have a problem with after they've gone through pregnancy and delivery, and during the postpartum period. Most people face challenges with their body, like the people who have like increase in weight, and you have like stretch marks, and your skin is sagging, your boobs are sagging, and this usually really reduces your self-esteem. Like for me, one thing is about like, you know, like you're breastfeeding, like you're doing like exclusive breastfeeding. You've been breastfeeding this baby from birth, and now your boobs are kind of hanging, and usually feel like it reduces your self-esteem, especially if you are used to like maybe walking even without a bra. You're someone who was used to dancing, and now you're scared of doing it because you're like, maybe people will look at me. Maybe you've gained weight and you're like, people will like look at me in a different way because my body is different. So one thing I usually say is that it's not something that can go back like overnight. Like it usually takes time. So one thing people can do is just stop body shaming. I don't know, saying, oh, umeongeza weight, or you squeeze unakaje. Like just stop body shaming. Like it's not someone's wish to increase weight or to have sagging boobs or to be the way they are. Like that is just how it happened, and like we should just like appreciate them the way they are. Yeah. Another thing is me time. Like just that time for yourself. Like I really usually miss that time. Like you can just go to the shower and shower for like 20 minutes without thinking about anybody. Like anytime I'm in the bathroom, like when I'm showering or washing clothes, like I unconsciously usually hear the baby crying. Even when the baby is not crying, like the baby cries in my mind. Like I unconsciously hear the baby crying, and then I, like at times even you haven't rinsed yourself, and then you run to the bedroom to see if the baby is crying, and then you find the baby's like deep asleep, and then you go back. Like that peace of mind, like I don't know, like I really miss me time. Like I usually try so much, because there are times that you only realize you haven't brushed your teeth when it's, I don't know, 2 p.m. or it's 4 p.m. in the evening. You realize even you haven't even brushed your teeth. So yeah, at times it gets that serious. But that it was really bad during the first few months, but then you just get used to it. And then like nowadays it's a little bit easier, because the baby at least sleeps longer, so you're able to like take a shower in time, brush your teeth, and do other normal things that you wanted to do. The other part of me time that I usually miss is just going out with friends. Like I used to, like when I was in college, I used to love clubbing. Just going out, clubbing, and doing all the things that you want to do without thinking, oh, who will remain with my baby at home, or I can't be away from my baby, I can't go out at night. Like you really miss that part of me time. Yeah. And then the other thing is sleep. Like there's a place I was reading about, there's a research that was done that most mothers usually sleep deprived for like the first 6 years of the baby's life. Like the first 6 years, you never just sleep straight like the whole week, just want to sleep straight the whole night. Like sorry, but that is not happening. But it usually was during the first year. But then I usually hear that the first 6 years, be ready for that. So what I usually miss is just sleeping like from 10 p.m. to even like 7 a.m. in the morning without like having to like stop to breastfeed the baby. Like I usually miss that sleeping through the night. Like I really miss it. But then I realized that I can't even sleep through the night, because at times when my baby sleeps for like 4 hours, I find myself waking up after 2 hours, because my mind has already been tuned to like waking up after every 2 to 3 hours to breastfeed. So even if he's sleeping, like my eyes just open, like my mind will just wake me up and tell me like it's time to wake up. Like it's really disruptive. And then the other thing that is really important that I know I could not have gone through all these months without is support. That is support from friends and support from family members. Like you really need support. I know like some people usually say, oh, I can do it all by myself, but I'm really not sure how that works. I know for some people like it's not an option. Like maybe you are doing it alone and you don't have an option, but then like if you really can, just get help. Like at times you need help. At times you just need to breathe and just have someone else like carry your baby, and then you just go out to sleep. At times you just need someone to be there and tell you that you can do it, someone to be there and tell you that you're doing a good job. Like you really need that support. Like I know. The other thing is your mental health. Like let me tell you something, postpartum depression is real. Like I actually see so many women like share their stories about postpartum depression on TikTok, and they're crying. Like it's real. Like it's not that something that you can just start crying on TikTok while recording something. Like it's really affecting so many people. Like let's say it's a day, it's already like 3 p.m. the baby's crying. Like he doesn't want you to put him down, he's crying. You are there carrying him, you haven't eaten anything because you have to like put him down so that you can cook. You haven't washed his clothes, you haven't washed your clothes. Things like taking a shower are like the list of your priorities. Like you can't even be thinking about taking a shower because there's so many things you want to do. You just sit down, you're so stressed. You imagine like you spend the whole day, you haven't even checked your phone because you don't even have time to check that phone. And at times you're just so stressed. At times when I get to my phone and then I remember, I really have to start applying for jobs. I'm really just stressed because I'm like, when I apply for that job, if I get that job, I have to look for a nanny. Like, oh my God, you'll end up getting into depression. So mental health. And so when I talked about finding a job, I just remember the struggle. Like I really struggled. Even before I had my baby, I really struggled finding a job. So the one that I had before when I was still pregnant was a locum job. And so when I went for delivery, I had to like lose that job. And so right now I'm trying to like start reapplying for jobs again. I don't know, like people usually say, oh, you're a nurse, it will be so easy for you to get a job. And I'm like, then why am I the only one struggling? Because I'm like applying and applying. You're leaving your CV in each and every hospital you're applying. At times, like actually, like I'm on my phone the entire time until my baby sleeps on my arm and wakes up when he's still like I'm still holding him because I'm busy on my phone. I'm trying to apply for a job. And right now it's 5 months, because most people usually like, oh, when you get to 3 months, 4 months, you should have already gone back to work. And I'm like 5 months, I'm heading to 6 months. People are like, why haven't you gone back to work? I'm like, if it was that easy, I could have already like gone back to work. But yeah, it's not that easy, especially if you're going to start looking for a new job. You know, for most people, like they usually go for maternity leave when they already have a current job. Then they go for 3 months maternity leave. Like it's that small in our country. In Kenya, it's that small, 3 months. They go for the 3 months maternity leave, and then when they come back, that's when they continue their job. But then you don't have a job. You are starting to apply for jobs, and you are also scared. Like you're also scared that if I get this, like for me, I'm applying for a job, but I'm also still scared that if I get this job right now, that means I have to find someone to come and stay with my baby. Like that just scares me a lot because of these ongoing stories of how they like house managers usually act, the way what they do to the babies. Like I'm just traumatized. Yeah, and if I've never like told you my own story with the nanny that we had when we were still kids, the nanny almost poisoned us to death, and that caused a lot of trauma. And I'm just like, I don't want to put my baby into that kind of trauma. So yes, I'm still scared. And at times when I think about being a stay-at-home mom, I feel like I can't do it because like nowadays like life is just so hard. You cannot like manage with like one person as the provider. Like when you be like the two of you, it's gonna be easier for you guys. So I'm like, I really want to get back to work, but then I'm like, I'm scared of getting back to work. And then I'm like, if you get to work, like, it's just also confusing, like. And then we have your social life. Like, at times you're going to lose a lot of friends because you don't have time to keep up. I'm telling you, like, if you call me at 10 a.m. in the morning, I'm going to see your missed call around 7 p.m. Like, I don't know why. Like, I actually have a lot of things to do that, like, I even forget that I have a phone. Like, I know if I touch my phone, I'm going to go into Instagram, I'm going to go to Facebook, I'm going to go to TikTok and spend 1 hour on TikTok. After that, I'm going to go to LinkedIn and try and apply a million jobs. So I just avoid my phone. So that means I'm going to, like, lose touch with so many friends. Like, you know, like, you won't be talking to, like, so many friends, and you lose touch with so many friends. If someone is really so caring, they'll keep on, like, asking, like, how are you doing, and keeping in touch. But then at times you just end up losing so many friends because you can't keep touch. You're so busy, yeah. And then when it comes to relationship with your partner, just keeping the fire burning in the relationship is also quite challenging. Like, it's something that you're really gonna have to fight for it, because, you know, right now your baby's crying. When you go to sleep, you, like, your husband has already slept, but you're there trying to to make sure your baby sleeps. When he wakes up in the morning, goes to work, comes back, he finds maybe you're still washing clothes. You're focused. Your baby is almost 100%. Like, at times you just sit down and realize you don't remember the last time you said I love you, you don't remember the last time you hugged, you don't remember the last time you kissed. So I'm sure these are the things that at times usually lead, not in a bad way, that usually lead into, like, separation and divorce, because you grow apart slowly. Like, each and every day they come back home, the same routine. You're there with their baby, the baby's crying, and they feel like they're already overwhelmed because they're from work. The next day they come, like, this continues each and every day. And then after a while you have another baby, and then, like, at times usually, like, makes you grow apart. So if you can really try to keep the love together, because this can end up breaking you guys. Like, you really try. Know that every time he comes back home, he's just neglected, no one even talks to him, or just with the baby. Like, actually just try to make him feel like he's part of the family. Like, at least each and every time he comes back home, you're, like, happy to see him, and you're not quarreling. Because I'm telling you, oh my god, it has a lot of ups and downs. At times you're just quarreling over very minor things, and you're always angry. Like, my emotions are you're always angry. So you just, like, try and keep it burning, you know. But then lastly, this is one of the best feeling ever. Like, the love is unconditional, and you just feel like this is the best thing. This is, like, the most true love you've ever felt in your life. You see your baby and you just smile. At times he's sleeping, instead of me washing clothes, I'm just holding him and looking at him and feeling like, wow. So, like, I brought this baby to the world. Yeah, like I did it. So anyway, happy Mother's Day, everyone that is watching me and is a mother. Happy Mother's Day. You are doing, or you've done, a great job, and kudos to you. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.